nieces and nephews, welcome back to Auntie Nell's Kitchen. And to my new subscribers, I welcome you, and I hope you continue to stick around and stay a part of this big happy family. Today we are going to be making, I tell you these rumbles and scrumbles, but we just going to keep on rolling. Today we are going to be making my dinner yeast rolls, okay? Yes, going to be making Auntie's dinner yeast rolls, all right? So I'm going to do a flip and a swip and a swip and a flip, and I'm going to show you everything that we need so you too can make these at home for yourself, your family, your friends, or you can just eat them all. They're good on the lips, but not so good on the hips, okay? So, all right, so give me a moment. I'm going to do a flip and a swip, like I said, and we're going to get started, all right? Okay, nieces and nephews, what you're going to need, okay? You're going to need some yeast. I buy these because they're easier to me, because you just take, yes, I write the dates and stuff on, and I also write what I need to do. Because 1 pack of yeast, and to the yeast, you're going to add 1/4 cup of warm water. And how you know it's the right temperature, if you ever heated a baby's bottle, you just put on your wrist, warm, lukewarm, not hot, not cold, lukewarm, you know. And then you add 1 teaspoon of sugar. You pour your yeast into your bowl, then you add your teaspoon of sugar, and you mix that together first. Then you add your 1/4 cup of lukewarm water, and you let this sit. It takes about 10 minutes, and it should look like this, okay? Now, we have that out the way. All right? Mixer with the dough hook. 4 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of salt sifted together. 1 cup of whole milk. And 3/4 cup of butter. Okay, now if you use unsalted butter, you add the salt. You use salted butter, omit the salt. This is unsalted. Believe it or not, I don't know why I even picked that up by mistake. I normally buy salted. And this needs to be warm, just slightly warm, okay? 3 egg yolks. Okay. 1/3 cup of white sugar. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and add our eggs. And we are going to get all of this goodness out of here. Yes, the raw eggs are goodness. They're goodness for this recipe, okay? And I'll move this out the way before my rumbles and stumbles cause me to throw that in there. I'm going to add my butter and milk mixture. Get a little stirry. Get a little stirry. I'm going to go ahead and get this a little mixy. Okay, I just want to get my yolks. Ooh, I could have had a mess. Okay, I want to go ahead and add my yeast mixture and get all that goodness out of there. And I'm going to give this a little mixy with my dough hook. And you can smell that yeast. You can really smell that yeast. That really lets you know your yeast is completely activated. You can smell it. All right. We're going to add our sugar. And I am going to add the flour. You see, I already had everything all ready to go for you, okay? See? I already had everything all ready to go for you. So, no time wasted. Okay? Flour, a little dusty. Okay, you're going to do this on low speed, okay? Low speed. And you know what I say? Make sure you get all that goodness. And you're going to let this on low speed. Because this is kneading your dough. Get all that in there. You're kneading your dough. Well, it's kneading it. I'm wasting it. Okay, now I'm going to take this up. And I'm going to bring this up to some high speed. And I'm going to knead this baby, okay? Okay, and I'll be right back. This is going to knead for about 5 minutes. Okay, flour your hands some. Make sure your board is floured. Then you turn your dough out onto your board. Make sure you flour your hands so your dough won't stick to your hands. Flour your little dough on top too, okay? Sprinkle some of that. Because now I'm gonna play around with my dough. Yep. And so you know your dough is good because you see that what's that word? Elasticity. I'm gonna play around with my dough. And you see, that's what I mean about that See how stretchy, see that stretch it gives? That's what you want. And so what I'm going to do with this, you're going to make a ball. You're going to turn your dough into a nice, pretty ball. All right? See how this, and this is your seam, okay? Your seam. This is going to be your seam. And your seam, this is your seam, all right? So, what you're going to do, you're going to take some oil. You're going to take a little oil, not a lot now, just a little oil here. You're going to oil your bowl all the way around. Make sure you get your bowl nice and oiled, really oiled, not oil like you're frying chicken, okay? Just going to oil your bowl really good. And you're going to take your dough ball, and you're going to put your dough down right here. And you're going to take a little oil here and put it on top of your dough. And you're going to make sure that, pat that around the sides of your dough. And you're going to cover this with some saran wrap. And I have to go get that. Be right back. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover this with some saran wrap. Make sure it's tight, because you don't want any air to have, you don't want this to have any air to it. No draft, anything. So you want to make sure that that is taken care of. You know, you ever have all these scissors that go into this one drawer, and then when you get to working with them, you can't find them. Okay, so I'm going to put this in my oven. No, do not turn your oven on, but this needs to be placed somewhere warm where there's no draft. What you can do, you can put a cup of water in your microwave and get your microwave warm, and put the water in the microwave for about 30 minutes. 30 seconds. And then let the microwave have a little warmth to it. And then put this in here. But you want to make sure that this bowl has no way to get any draft to it. Or what I've done, this oven has a keep warm setting. So I just turned it on for about 5 minutes. Turned it off. It's been off now for about 30 minutes. And I just checked it. So it feels like it's warm, a little warm in the house, but not where you can cook some stuff. So, but I know what I'm doing because I've been doing this for a while. So for beginners, you do that with the microwave, okay? Don't you try that with the oven. You do that with the microwave, okay? All right, so I'm going to put this in here, and I will see you guys. This is going to rise. It's going to take about an hour, 15 minutes. If you live in a high climate, you're probably going to have to let yours rise for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. You know, it depends on where you live, to be honest. But so I'm in Georgia, okay, and I'm not in North Georgia. So I'm gonna put this in here, and then I'll see you guys in about an hour and 15 minutes. So what you're looking for is this dough is gonna double in size, okay? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for your dough to double in size, and so see you guys in a little bit. Okay, guys, we're back. You see the dough is doubled in size. So I'm going to remove this plastic wrap. And I'm going to, I already have the board all floured. So I'm going to push this down and get that air out of there. And I'm going to turn it down onto my flour board. Get that out of there. Gonna put some flour on these beautiful hands. And see? Gonna get all this air out of here. Got all this. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting all my air pockets out. This is what I'm doing. I'm making sure I get all my air out. Okay, I don't hear any bubbles popping, so that means my dough is air free, pocket free. And so good to go. So now what I'm going to do now, I have my, this is, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's 9 by 13. No, I don't think it's 9 by 13. I don't know what it is. I know it's a big pan. So I'm going to spray this. I'm using Pam, okay? I'm going to spray my dish. And I'm going to move you out the way. Okay? Well, I guess I won't be doing that. Ow. Ugh. Okay. Now, okay, so what I'm going to do, because I want you guys to be able to see what Auntie is doing, okay? All right. So, we're going to squeeze off some balls of dough, and you're gonna make your little dough rounds. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna put your seam side down, okay? Seam side down. And you know, we're not professionals, right? So if they're all not the same size, that is all right. You know, because mine never the same size. Never have been. I don't work for Hawaiian bread. And I'll tell you guys how I started making bread is that, because see, my grandmother never made bread, like sandwich bread, anything like that. So there was this lady that stayed at apartment complex, and she said, I'll never forget, Miss Pat. She was an older lady, And she told me one day, she said, you better learn how to make bread. I said, I know how to make bread. I said, I know how to make bread. My grandmother taught me how to make bread. She said, I ain't talking about biscuits and cornbread. You need to learn how to make bread. She said, because you never know what can happen to jobs and the way this world is now. She was, like I said, she was an older lady. And she said, you come on over here and you bring that baby with you. And she said, and I'm going to show you how to make bread. And she said, just bring him some toys because you be prepared to stay most of the day. I had no idea that I would be at the woman's house for 5 hours learning how to make some bread. And so this is where it started. She taught me how to make rolls because she worked for Flowers Bakery. It's a bakery here. They make, you probably seen they bake goods in the store, like cupcakes and stuff like that. But that's where it started. And then she taught me how to make sandwich bread. And I was always drawn to older people. Like I said, I didn't tell you they were all going to be the same size. So, this is where it all started. Of me baking dinner rolls and sandwich bread. Y'all hear me hitting up against that foil. The reason I took them things off my stove, because that was getting on my nerve. It was too much work. And this should make 12 that you normally do. It's ugly. If they're ugly, they'll bother me. Throw this seam side down. I'm going to take a little bit of this away. Because just like it need a gastric sleeve or a bypass or something. And you leave some room, family. Okay, nieces and nephews, leave some room. And so, thanks to Pat. And Tay was like, I think 6. And he is 35 now. And that's where this bread baking started, So, that's where it started at. So, now, hold on, I'll show you what we're going to do next. This got on my nerve. Okay, let me bring it back because I keep rubbing up against my apron. I know if it got on my nerve, I know it got on y'all. Do the same thing. You're going to cover this where you can get a good seal without any air getting into it. So you need to make sure that you got this. Same thing. You want to make sure that so no draft gets in here. Okay? Same thing. Because draft gets in here, your bread is not going to rise and you are going to have a big mess on your hand. Then you're going to be upset. But you will only have yourself to be upset with because Auntie is telling you. Give yourself a good seal on your saran. Okay? Give yourself a good seal on your saran wrap. And this will go back into that warm place for an hour, 15 minutes, hour and a half, depending. So I'm going to put this back in. And after that, we shall go to baking. This is the last rise. It's the second rise, last rise. So these will rise and they should double in size. So, and then we'll go to baking. So I'm going to set my timer for 1 hour and 15 minutes again. And get these, oops. Okay. And we're going to put these in there, right? Okay, guys. The dinner rolls have rising, whatever you want to say. Okay, so I'm going to pop these. My oven is already heated, 375. So I'm going to pop these in there for about 25-30 minutes and bring them out, and we're good to go. All right, family, nieces and nephews, we got our rolls that just came out, and they are piping hot because I just took them out, and I'm going to brush them with some good butter. You hear that sizzle of that butter? Each one of these rolls is going to get some attention. You can hear that sizzle, 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 sizzle. Let's show you. Just came out. Look at there. Every one of these children has to have some attention. Every one of these. Yep. You hear that sizzle going down in that pan. No one gets left out of the... There, no one gets left out. All that deliciousness. And we're going to get one of these babies out so you can see it up close and personal. Okay? Look at that. Look at that. See, nice and golden. Nice golden on the bottom. It's not too golden, but it's done. And so what I'm going to do with this one, going to pop it open and give some attention to it on the inside. Hot. You talk about hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Hot. I'm gonna take what's left of this and just put this little bit over here. That's it. Ooh, touch that pan. Okay. Little housekeeping. We're ready to turn that dishwasher on. Really, really good. Okay. Oh, look at that. You can do this. You can do this. I have faith in you. Okay? I have faith in you. You can do this. So here they are. Yeast dinner rolls. Look at that. Make you want to slap somebody, but I don't condone violence, and I don't want you to get beat up. Okay? Thank you guys for tuning in to my video. So now you too can make these hot yeast dinner rolls. They're not hard, okay? That's why I said it's the teacher that makes things hard, okay? So until the next time, hugs and kisses to each of you. Go be you, but be great being you. Until the next upload, love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.